It's very short anyway.
Yeah.
Item SCP-745, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-745's point of origin has been traced to an abandoned stretch of highway and highway redacted in northern New Mexico. Foundation has purchased the surrounding land and the highway has been redirected. On-site security as disguised as is On-site security are disguised as highway patrol agents and tasked with removing trespassers and capturing any new hunting pairs of SCP-745. Any SCP-745 creatures are captured live or dead, are to be loaded into Class 3 BCU storage containers to await transport on Site-70. Something I've always wondered, what is BCU?
Mm.
Should I look that up or just keep reading?
I can look it up while you read.
Alright. Thank you, please do. Containment procedures to preserve living specimens of SCP-745 are still being researched, and no captured specimen has survived more than a week in captivity. But there have been new sightings of SCP-745 outside its point of origin. The species is presumed to be effectively contained. Requests for access to SCP-745. Oh, no new sightings of SCP-745 outside the point of origin. Okay. Requests for access to SCP-745 cadavers are to be forwarded to Dr. Langford directly.
BCU means Battery Controlled Unit.
That makes sense. That sounds like a better container than normal containers. Description: SCP-745 is a bipedal nocturnal predator. The head is a bloated sack of clear skin that lacks visible sensory organs or a skull. The brain of the creature can be directly observed and is wrapped in a web of brain of bioluminescent organs below the skin. I was it easier then. Skin covering the rest of the body has a black coloration. Living specimens of SCP-745 are capable of producing steady output of 1,400 to 3,200 lumens from their head. At night, this effectively obscures the rest of the body and gives the appearance of a floating point of light. When defending itself or communicating with other members of the species, this light has been observed to change color and flash in specific patterns. SCP-745's genetic structure is not carbon-based. SCP-745 almost exclusively hunts in pairs along remote sections of highway. Two specimens are capable of moving at speeds up to 180 kilometers per hour in perfect unison, taking the appearance of headlights on a fast-moving vehicle. SCP-745 targets lone vehicles on the highway, and hunting pairs will attempt to run the driver off the road by pursuing or charging their target. Once their prey swerves off the road or comes to a stop, the pair will separate to directly assault and consume the vehicle's occupants. SCP-745 has not yet been directly observed while feeding, as captured specimens will not eat, and successful attacks have yet to leave any witnesses behind. 745 rarely leaves any remains behind apart from scraps of clothing and shoes. Vehicles covered after 745 attacks rarely show any sign of forced entry and are covered in the childlike handprint of SCP-745's front paws. Addendum: no layers, nests, or young SCP-745 have been found. SCP-745 had established a wide territory across the southwestern United States until Foundation teams began thinning their numbers in the 1960s, after which all recent SCP-745 sightings have been on the secured path of the land in New Mexico. Reports of phantom lights in other parts of the country have been investigated with no signs pointing to SCP-745 involvement.
And
Do they have a mouth?
They might. I mean, they eat people, so I would assume.
Yeah, but at no point did it mention eyeballs or a mouth.
I'm just gonna assume
It's
that it does.
bipedal, so it has 4 legs. We don't even know if it has a tail.
True.
But it's bipedal, so it has 4 legs. Its body is dark and its head is translucent.
Alright, so when was this made? July 16th, 2022. Okay, it was last revised October 2nd, 2022. So there could be slight differences. Anyways. There's the
I decided to
thumbnail.
look up 745 to see if there's any art of them. It seems like people have done fan art of it, but it doesn't look like anything I would consider to have been the description of 745 in the article. Rather, these art pieces, I think, are designed after. You won't like this. They're designed after the artwork content farms have done after it.
Yeah, just look at the voice chat.
Oh no. You're like this. Oh god damn it. That doesn't match the description at all.
The only thing that's...
I mean, if we saw where the mouth was, if they knew where the mouth, then they wouldn't wonder how the hell it eats, right?
Right?
Even
I mean,
in the description, one of the things it says, we have no idea how to eat. It won't eat in front of us. We don't know what the fuck it does.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like they know where the mouth is.
So anyway, I'm gonna put it as a 4 because I can tell they just got the raptors from, like, Jurassic Park or something and just put a glowing light bulb on their head.
Also, I'm going to comment that those aren't truly bipedal.
Yeah. Well, we ready to see the video?
Yeah.
Let's see, did they put a thumbnail? They did not.
Okay, I think my brain was broken from the last video. Bipedal just means they run on 2 legs.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah, did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was wrong. They do have the bipedal part right, just nothing else.
Wait,
Unless you would call those hands to be paws.
Is Nevada in the southwestern United States?
Nevada?
Yeah.
It's in California. Wait, no, it's not. It's just next to California. Sorry. Like I said, my brain's a little fizzled out. I think you know why.
Yeah. So I guess yes?
Oh, Nevada is a city in California.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Like I said, my brain is fuzzy. It's fizzled out. Maybe I should drink some tea before we continue, because obviously my brain is not here.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Alright. I'm going into intermission.
Yep.
Anyone here? Mister, we're lost, and there isn't a damn soul on the highway. How do we...
If you want to live, best be going. And don't drive this road, especially at night.
There's clearly something wrong with him. Punch it!
What?
No! Oh, no! Wait!
Look, someone's driving. And you said the highway was closed. What the hell? Oh my god! What the floor
It's not how they hunt.
That's not how they hunt. So they changed how the SCP looks, they changed how the SCP hunts.
Yep.
Man, it would be so handy if the SCP had something on its body that told the researchers how it ate, like a mouse.
I didn't think the Foundation would remember old Tom so many years after retirement. 2 agents showed up in the morning and wanted to talk about some old case. To what do I owe the honor?
Mr. Jones, do you remember anything about the events during the summer of 1972?
Do you want to know about Object SCP-745? Well, at my age, my legs don't carry well and my heart feels like pin pricklings. But fortunately, my memory is still clear. Yes, I remember everything, like it was yesterday. People had begun to disappear on the highway in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Neither cash nor other valuables would go missing from the wrecked cars. Something strange was
I thought
happening.
it was the middle of
The
Nevada.
sheriff met me on location. He sent a request for an investigation through the FBI. This case wasn't for them, though. It was for the newest division of the SCP Foundation, and me, a young and ambitious agent, Thomas Jones. I was inspecting the damage when this grumpy old man, Bob Goldman, drove up to us. So many years have passed, and I still remember his disgruntled face. The
Right, I
sheriff
think I know why I
swore
was
and asked me
confused.
not to listen to the nonsense this
Huh?
There's the city Nevada, and there's also the state of Nevada.
Yeah.
They're both a thing. Okay.
madman was spewing. Yeah, I warned these girls. There are monsters out here.
What are you talking about?
They think I'm crazy, but I'll tell you what, son. They can kiss me where the sun don't shine. I saw flashes over them hills with my own eyes 6 months ago, and I heard a crash. And then these two creatures with glowing heads appeared. They attacked lone cars and straight devour people.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. But this really isn't any of your concern.
I waited until nightfall in attempts to personally verify the old man's words.
Nothing unusual.
Maybe.
The sheriff was right. The old man must have just been crazy.
In the dark, I
Probably.
mistook the glowing heads of the creatures for car headlights. Oh, what the? Damn it! And decided to turn around and scramble away from them. But I couldn't.
Trope, that's what it's called, a movie trope. The crazy old person that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to reach for my gun, and if it hadn't been for Bob, I would have been that night's dinner for this creature for sure.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I owe you one, Bob.
The creature seemed to be communicating with its partner, and when it realized that its friend had kicked the bucket, it opened its jaws and rushed straight for us. In the morning, we packed the bodies of the creatures into canvas bags and loaded them into the Foundation helicopter.
Thanks for saving my bacon, Bob. Both creatures have been eliminated, so case is closed now.
Well, maybe now
Why
I'll
is
stop
one
being
of you
called
made
crazy.
an honorary Foundation member?
I don't know.
Okay.
At least.
I'm afraid the Foundation won't bring the accident to light. And to be honest, according to protocol, I have to wipe your memory.
The Foundation then, huh? I could have guessed right away. You don't look like a Fed. I understand. I went through the war myself. But still, I'd ask you not to clear my brains. 6 months ago, these creatures devoured my son. Since then, I've lived only with thoughts of revenge. The memory of Chris is all I have left. I must have let my guard down. But the old man's story touched me. Besides, I was in his debt, and I left Bob with his memories intact. At the Foundation's base, we were able to study the bodies of the objects in more detail and found out that they completely lacked visual organs. The brain was encased in a transparent bag with bioluminescent properties. Also, the bodies reacted strangely to ultraviolet light. The most interesting thing, though, was that they had an inorganic genetic structure. They clearly didn't come from our world. But unfortunately, we didn't manage to find out their true nature and how they got onto the highway. That seemed to be the end of it.
Yeah. They're just fighting our own creature now.
Did they do this because SCP version wasn't interesting enough because it didn't have mouths?
Maybe.
But a week later, I was handed a report saying that some old man was sending requests to all authorities and was searching for me. It could have only been one person.
Mr. Goldman, what the hell? We had a deal. If you were quiet, then I didn't, use protocol.
Shut your mouth, son, and get over here. We were wrong. There are loads more of these creatures. The sheriff disappeared a couple days ago, and yesterday I found his wrecked car with the claw marks of those creatures on it.
Oh, damn it. We're flying out.
This time, I brought a team and equipment with me. The chief of the Foundation personally gave me the order to deliver a couple of creatures alive for experimentation.
What took you so long?
Good to see you too. Listen, Bob, you know your way around the area and have already encountered the creatures. Can I count on you for help?
Sure thing. These creatures ain't the wrong man's son. Only, I got one condition, Thomas. We won't stop until we destroy them all. Them creatures shouldn't be left alive.
Of course, Bob. Your call.
It was decided we set up an ambush. At night, we split into several teams and patrolled the neighborhood.
Ah, there you are. Come to Daddy. I told you we need them alive. Just go for the second one. Gotcha!
I shot the creature with a dart carrying a radio beacon. We needed to track it down, but it was moving faster than our car, and soon after, we'd lost it. We tracked the object all night by radio signal, and only when it was dawn did the search yield results.
What the hell is that?
I think it's an old school, their version of an old school tracker.
Ah.
But that's not how they look.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Take it alive. That's an order.
But then, the most unexpected thing happened. With the first rays of the sun, the creature simply crumbled into dust. Hell, no one expected that.
What?
So, the sun kills these creatures. Now it's clear why they only appear at night.
Turns out that if they don't have
That's
time to
not
get to
how
their
it
den,
works.
then they
No,
die
it
by
doesn't.
morning. We're gonna have to comb the entire neighborhood to find their lair. We'll need the help of a local.
I gave the old man a radio, while me and the group combed over another square, all to no avail.
This heat is killing me. Bob, you read me? Any news?
No such luck. These glowing brains head well.
We'd been wandering around Death Valley for nothing all day, and when all hope was lost, my radio set hissed.
I found it. The damn thing is in a small cave.
Wait, are they in the state of Nevada?
Great,
or
we'll
in
be there
California?
soon.
Death Valley is in California.
I guess Death Valley. They said Death Valley.
Well, Nevada, the city is not in Death Valley. Should I just assume they don't know what the fuck they're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
The old man discovered the lair, and we rushed there as quickly as we
Why?
could. I won't lie, what I saw stunned me. It was some kind of portal, gaping with a black void. It was
Why?
as if space itself tore and allowed creatures from another world to come through there. We
Why?
began to prepare an expedition to the other side. While we were cordoning off the portal and gathering the equipment, darkness was quickly approaching, and problems were soon waiting for us.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! The chief's personal order to deliver the creatures alive.
Gotcha, you bastards!
Bob, no!
What the hell? You let them escape! I thought we had a deal! You lied to me!
I'm sorry, Bob, but I have orders.
Screw you! I'll hunt them down and kill them myself before they devour anyone else!
I sent my guys to follow the old man, but it was much more important for me to explore the portal at that time.
What?
No! It can't be!
But I just couldn't catch a break. Suddenly the portal tightened up and closed. Hell, I had to wait it out yet again. We've been guarding the portal for several days, all in vain. The fighters I had sent to search for the escaped individuals reported back that Bob had gotten to them first. The obnoxious old man had ruined everything. I was dead in the water and had to report back to management.
Yes, sir. We've been waiting in ambush for 3 days. The portal has not appeared again. No, we don't have any living individuals at the moment. Copy that.
But then, something strange happened. An unknown person came over our radio frequency. He introduced himself as Dr. Martin Brown and assured that it was pointless to wait for the portal. It wouldn't appear here again. The doc gave us the coordinates to his location and said he needed our help to stop everything.
What?
According to the coordinates, we had gone 10 kilometers deep into the desert and found an abandoned military base.
What happened here?
Martin Brown said that nuclear tests had been conducted at the base. 6 months ago, an experimental unguided bomb was detonated, which had been developed by the scientist himself. It bent space-time and reverted all the laws of physics at its epicenter. The space-time fabric around the explosion was so badly deformed that holes into a parallel world began to appear in our reality. Creatures with glowing heads climbed out of them and began to attack employees. The experiment was quickly black-taped, and the base was closed. Dr. Brown blamed himself for what was happening, so he stayed there to put right the consequences of his invention. At the site of the explosion, he found a strange black crystal, which created an abnormal field that generated portals. For 6 months, Brown's health deteriorated. The radiation of the crystal killed all living things around it, but the doc didn't give up and developed another unguided bomb. According to Brown's calculations, they had to transfer that damned crystal back to its parallel world in order for all this to be over. But when the bomb was ready, the scientist realized that he himself would not be able to deliver it to the crystal. Brown had a powerful radio station in his arsenal when he accidentally tuned into our frequency and realized from my talks with Bob and management that our interests coincided.
Well, you didn't come to us for nothing, Mr. Brown. We'll help you put this case to rest.
Without wasting any time, we immediately assembled an expedition. Doc didn't lie. Abnormal radiation from the epicenter ate at my health more than insomnia and heat ever had. Every cell in my body ached, and the old man looked even worse. Barely alive, We got
What?
to the epicenter by nighttime. The closer we got to the crystal,
no
the
idea.
worse we felt. It was impossible to drag out. And at that moment, Martin Brown's time had come. His last words were, "This will either destroy the field of portals, or finally break the border between worlds."
What?
I have no idea.
We thought we'd be able to detonate the charge remotely, but damn it, a portal appeared right in front of us. We rolled over and the fuse shattered into pieces. Now
It
the
wouldn't
charge
break
could only
that
be
easy.
activated
Yeah.
manually. But my people were being
still
devoured by those
maintain
creatures,
the
and I couldn't even find the strength to stand on my feet. I was fully prepared to meet my death. But for the second time, Bob's rotten chunker saved my life. The old man hit one of the creatures and helped me into the pickup truck.
You look shaky, son. We need to get you out of here.
Bob, no, there's a bomb. We need to stop everything.
Well, sounds like a job for my old bones. Now get out of here, boy.
I can't just let you.
You'd better go back to your foundation and make sure that no more monsters escape into our world. Hell, I have to avenge my son.
It was nice to meet you, Bob Goldman.
Time to fry, you little bastard.
I don't think that Foundation member was far enough away for that to not murder.
And that's how it
Yeah.
ended.
Oh, never mind. Apparently he drove
For a
really
while,
fucking
we were
fast.
still watching that area. But there were no more portals or creatures. I caught hell for not delivering a live sample of SCP-745, and to this day, that object has remained poorly studied. But it comforted me that people on the highway stopped disappearing.
Take a look. These pictures were sent yesterday from Nevada.
Impossible! That's old Bob, and he hasn't changed at all.
That's why we're here. We need your help, sir. Looks like you're going back to work.
What?
Oh, how I've missed this. Hold on tight, guys. It's about to get wild.
What?
That's stupid. All of that's stupid.
Were there any characters in here? No, just 745.
All the characters were removed. Basically, the SCP was removed. So I think removal is 4.
Yeah.
Added
Edit gore or
violence.
violence?
Huh?
Edit gore or violence?
I'll admit, they somehow added, like, worth violence.
You said,
Because,
you said more violence?
they added, like, yeah, a little more, not that much. They added the giant explosion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a 1 or a 2, but it's definitely more.
I'll go with 2.
Okay.
Right, deviates from the plot of the article. Yes.
4, yeah.
Only made in video such offensiveness.
Sadly, not offensive. Just stupid. Is this another 30?
Yep, another 30.
But I hate it. I hate both of the 30s. Well, what do you feel about them? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I just decided to remain silent.
Also, they don't know how anything in the 1970s worked, did they?
Nope.